Hey, it's Peyton with the West Central Montana Avalanche Center. I'm in the Northern Bitterroot, currently on a southeast aspect around 8,100 feet. I came out with a few objectives in mind for the day. The first was to see how much new snow has fallen over the last few days and what that snow is doing, as well as taking a look deeper down in the snowpack to see if there is any lingering moisture from those hot and sunny days that we had last week, as well as seeing what sort of snowpack structure we've got. So as far as the first objective goes, I did find close to 10 inches of new and recent snow on the ground that doesn't seem to have been very heavily affected by wind. This new snow is of a higher density, meaning it's got some moisture in it. I can tell this by grabbing some of the snow and squeezing it in my hand and seeing that it packs into a snowball really easily. This tells me that it's a little bit more moist snow. Higher density snow is not as easily carried around by wind, but keep in mind that more often than not, when there's a storm, there is wind. So wind slab formation is always a possibility. Be on the lookout for signs of instability, such as cracking, collapsing in recent slab avalanches. Cracks shooting out in front of your ski or sled are pretty big red flags of instability. Another thing to keep in mind whenever there's new snow on the ground, especially this time of year when the weather is generally warmer, is that new snow is easily influenced by warm temperatures and sun. So if you're out and there's new and recent snow on the ground and the sun comes out or the air temperature is pretty warm, be on the lookout for signs of wet snow instability, such as roller balls, pinwheels, and wet loose avalanches. As far as the second objective for the day goes, I did still find moist snow all the way to the ground, not wet snow. So the snowpack is cooling down and locking up and generally becoming more stable. I found numerous layers of melt freeze crusts and layers of ice within the snowpack. A lot of times what can happen, especially within the upper portion of a snowpack, is that near crust facets can form above and below crusts. I did find a small layer of what might be near crust facets starting to form just above a melt freeze crust right about here in the snowpack. I performed an extended column test and got non-propagating results on the top of this layer. So if the weather stays cold, this might become more of an issue, but if it gets really warm again and stays warm, it might not. So be sure to read the avalanche forecast, which will give you a lot more details on all of the avalanche problems that I've discussed in this video. And be alert for changing conditions and use the tools in your toolbox to make good decisions as you move in and around backcountry terrain in the coming days. Ski and sled safe.